Hello, this is a video on how to play the card game Intelligence. Now, in Intelligence, in terms of setting it up, what you'll need is a standard 52 card deck. You'll need actually two standard 52 card decks, my apologies. In terms of setting it up, you'll make 19 piles with 3 cards in each pile. Each pile is known as a fan. Only the top card of each group of 3 is in play, but set it up such that each card in each fan can be seen. And so you should be able to see all 3 cards in each fan. Aces are removed from the 2 decks and placed in 8 piles, forming 8 foundation piles at the top. Intelligence is a version of Solitaire. Just like with other versions, piles can be built up by adding the next card that is one higher and of the same suit. And so, one lower and of the same suit. And so, let's say you have a 3 of diamonds. It is ranked 1 lower than the 4 of diamonds. It is also of the same suit. Thus, it can be added like so, as you can see. Now, keep in mind, we do have to build all the foundation piles from ace up to 2. It is also permissible to rank cards the other way. So it can be 1 higher or 1 lower. So this 4 of diamonds is ranked 1 higher than this 3 of diamonds, and it is of the same suit. It can be moved like so. You can move cards, and I just undid that move in case you are wondering. So cards can be moved between piles if they are 1 higher or 1 lower of the same suit. This is quite different from any other version of Solitaire. And so let's just keep playing here. Do note that after creating your 19 piles, you will have cards left over. Those are simply placed off in a stockpile to the side. So let us continue playing here. Want to try to move this 9 of spades. To do so, we will need an 8 or a 10 of spades. And so let's locate an 8 or a 10 of spades. There are none. There is a 10 of spades under there. What we will do is we will make an attempt to unlock that 10 of spades. Moving this 9 of spades, you can then move the 2, then the 3, and then the 4. Now, we can do this. And so notice what just happened there. So I said I was going to continue gameplay, and I did. And now I want to talk about what just happened there. Once a complete fan is removed, a new fan is automatically placed in the gap created. So notice once I get rid of this 2, a new fan of 3 cards is automatically placed in the gap created from the stock pile. This would happen until all cards are used up. Once no more moves are possible, the fans can then be shuffled. This involves combining all of the cards that have not been moved to the foundation piles already. So if I ran out of moves, I could then shuffle cards. This would pick up all of these cards and then place them down again in as many piles as you could. And so that's all you can actually do. So we will sum it up, but for right now, let's just continue playing. And so let's say we continued playing here. And then we ran out of plausible moves. We would then shuffle. Now I'm going to keep playing here because I do believe that we do have moves that can be made. And so let us just try to use some strategy here. We want either a 2. So do we have any 2s? We have a 2 of clubs there that we want to try to obtain. We also have a 2 of spades that we would like to obtain. What I will do is I will place this 8 on there, obtaining this 2 of spades. Do we have any other 2s? We have that 2 of clovers. That is quite hard to obtain. Now we will look. Do we have any 3s? Do we have a 4 of clovers, first of all, on the board here, present at the moment? No, we do not. Do we have a 5 of diamonds on the board here, present at the moment? Nope, we do not. Do we have a 3 of any suit present? We have a 3 of hearts there. Can that be obtained? It could. So we will go ahead and do exactly that, obtaining the 3 of hearts. We then want to go through the trouble of obtaining the 4 of hearts, which we will do. Now, can we obtain the 5 of diamonds? Nope, it is not on the board. What about the 3 of spades? The 3 of spades is right there. We will move this 9 of hearts right there, obtaining this 3 of spades. Is there a 4 of spades? Well, the 4 of spades is right there. It's quite hard to obtain. What about a 3 of diamonds? 3 of diamonds. Nope. What about the 5 of hearts? 5 of hearts is right there, but we cannot really get to it. And so as you can see, I'm sort of looking at what cards I can obtain and what moves can be made. I'm looking at my cards up here and looking at what card I need next. I'm then using that to motivate my next move. And so just by looking, it seems that we need that 4 of spades. And so to obtain it, we have to get rid of this 9, and we need a heart to do so. What I'll do is, I know I have a 10 of hearts there. I'll move this queen of spades, unlocking that 10 of hearts. Then move this 9 of hearts, then moving this 10 of hearts, That lets me move this 4 of spades as well as this 5 of spades. Now, keep in mind, every time we are getting rid of a fan, a new 3 cards are being dealt from the stock to replenish the fan. Now, let us go through the reasoning again. We have a 3 of clubs. We need a 4 of clubs. Do we have a 4 of clubs anywhere here? We do not. We have a 4 of diamonds. Do we have a 5 of diamonds anywhere here? No, we do not. We have a ace of hearts. Do we have any 2s? We have a 2 of clubs. Can't be obtained. No other 2s. We have a 5 of spades. Do we have a 6 of spades? Let us look. We have a 6 of spades right there. We also have a 7 of spades. Do we have an 8 of spades now? We do. Can we unlock that somehow? This jack does not look like it can be moved anywhere. However, unless we have a 10 of diamonds of some sorts. In this case, it does not look like we do. Do we have an 8 of spades anywhere else? We do. Can that be obtained though? Well, it can. We can move this 10 of hearts right there, as well as that 9 of hearts. Remember, one ranked higher or one lower, and so you can move 10, 9, 10, 9 because the cards are only one apart, one higher or one lower. Just before making this move, I'm going to look. Do I have a 3 of diamonds or a 5 of hearts? I do not have a 5 of hearts that can be easily obtained. Do I have a 3 of diamonds? No, I do not. This is my only plausible move. I will move this as well as this 9 of spades. I have a 2 of hearts that can automatically be put up. Now, going back from the top. Do I have a 4 of clovers? Yes, I do. I can move this 10 of diamonds up there onto the 9 of diamonds because it is one rank apart and of the same suit, right? It can be one rank higher or one rank lower and of the same suit. Let's look again. Do I have a 5 of clubs? I do, but it does not look like it can be easily obtained. However, upon further inspection, it can indeed be easily obtained. 10, 9 is one rank lower, 8 is one rank lower, 7 is one rank lower. This 5 of clubs can be easily obtained. We can then place this 6 of clubs, 7 of clubs, as well as this 8 of clubs. Now, do we have a 9 of clubs anywhere? We do. Can it be obtained? We need to move the 10 of clubs. Right now, that is just not a placement that could easily be done. So, we'll have to look to our next card. Do we have a 5 of diamonds anywhere? A 5 of diamonds is nowhere to be seen on the game board. Do we have a 3 of hearts? Well, a 3 of hearts, right there. Do we have a 5 of hearts? Yes, we do. Now, do we have a 4 of hearts? Scan the game board, scan the game board. No, we do not. Do we have a 10 of spades? We do. But to get it, we need to uncover this 9 of spades. To do that, we need either an 8 of spades or another 10 of spades upon which this could be placed. Now, upon initial inspection, it does not look like there's a 8 of spades or a 10 of spades that can easily be obtained. Keep in mind, we are... Okay, yeah. And so, is there any 2s? There's this 2 of clover. It can be obtained. by moving this king onto this queen of diamonds. We then move this 5 of hearts onto the 6 of hearts, putting the 2 of clover as well as obtaining the 2 of spades. We're making a lot of moves here, and so I apologize, but that was made in a quick sequence. Let us look now again. We have an 8 of clovers. We need a 9 of clovers. Our 9 of clovers is right there. The only way we can free that is if we somehow get rid of this 10 of clovers. Right now, it does not seem like we can do that. So let's go to the 4 of diamonds. Is there a 5 of diamonds on the board? Nope. 4 of hearts. Is there a 5 of hearts? Yep, there is. There's also a 6 of hearts, as well as a 7 of hearts. Now, is there an 8 of hearts anywhere on the board? Let us look. Let us look. 8 of hearts is right there, but we need to get rid of this king of hearts. Now, this king of hearts can't really be moved unless we had a queen of hearts. So we will have to free up this 3, but we cannot do such a maneuver. So, do we have a 10 of spades? 10 of spades is right there. Can we free it up? It seems like it cannot be freed here. Cannot be freed. However, it can, indeed. Remember, we can move this entire sequence. If you have an entire sequence like this, you can always move it, provided you have 1 card to initiate the moving. So that's quite powerful. That is always very, very powerful. Do not forget such a maneuver. Move that 9 right there. You can then move that 10. Like so. Now we have... Do we have a jack of spades anywhere? A jack of spades. Yes we do. We will move this 7. Can we move this 7 of diamonds? Seems quite hard. Once again, we will need to find a donor of some sort to accept this jack, and then we can begin the sequence. What we will do is we will move on to the next one. Do we have a 3? We do have a 3. This is exactly what we need here. King can be accepted like so. Although I'm not sure that was really a move we needed to make, so I will undo. As you can see, this is a game that requires a lot of planning. Since we are already so far in the demo, I will continue it. However, I did not anticipate it taking this long. We have an 8 of clubs here. Do we have a 9 of clubs anywhere on the board? We do. We need to get rid of this 10 of clubs somehow. Can we transport it anywhere? We cannot. We do not have a jack of clubs or a 9 of clubs as a donor. This is very problematic because these 2 9s are under this 10. That is okay. We'll deal with that when the time comes. We have a 4 of diamonds. Do we have a 5 of diamonds on the board? We do not. We have this 7 of hearts. Do we have the 8 of hearts on the board? We do. We have an 8 of hearts. Do we have a 9 of hearts on the board? We do. We have a 10 of hearts on the board. We do. We have a jack of hearts on the board. Do we? Yes, we do, but we want to see, is there a better jack of hearts we can move? If you have 2 cards of the same on the board, think, is there one of a better, I guess, stature that you can move? Now we can begin moving the 9 as well as the 10 of clubs. Those a 5. Okay. A lot just happened there, and so let us just really take a moment to think. Do we have a jack of clubs anywhere on the board? We do. We have a king of clubs. Can we move the king of clubs? Not without moving the queen of clubs. Can we move the queen of clubs? Well, do we have an 8 or a 9 of spades? Spades? Nope. Cannot do that. Do we have a 6 of diamonds on the board? Yes, we do. But we have to move this entire sequence somehow. What we will do... Okay. Let's try to do something smart here. Oh, we have to do some high-level planning here. Okay. What was the maneuver I just talked about? I was quite excited to show it, but I just forgot. Right as I was talking about it. Okay. Okay. Let us think here. And I'm just showing you how tough solitaire really is. And so let us think here. We have our 7 of diamonds here. And a maneuver was to be made here. Regarding the 6 of diamonds? Yes. Okay. 7 of diamonds moved. No. No. Okay. Okay, yeah. Figured it out. 5 of spades moved onto the 6 of spades. Wait. Before we make that maneuver to get that 9 of diamonds, no, to get that... What card am I even trying to get here? To get that 6 of diamonds, let us think here. Is there a Queen of Hearts? Yes, there is. Can we get to her in a realistic manner? We cannot. Jack of Spades is right there. Can we get to him in a realistic manner? We should be able to. Then we can do Queen of Spades as well as the King of Spades. 4 of clubs. That's right there. 3 of diamonds. No. 3 of spades. Yep, that's beneficial right there. And then we have our 6 of hearts. Where's our 6 of hearts? It's not on the board. Okay. Let's go through with a high level maneuver here. High level maneuver here. What was the high level maneuver? It was to uncover this Jack of diamonds. That means we need to get rid of the 7. What was I going to do to get rid of the 7 here? I was going to do something. Yeah, figured it out. Okay, no, not get rid of the 7. We're going to go like this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 7. I'll actually go with this. Nope, but then I don't have... If I do this, I can free up this entire run. 9, 10, Jack. Okay, remove that 3 there. Let's move that 8, but was that a smart move? I'm not sure. We now need the Queen of Diamonds. Do we have the Queen of Diamonds? We do, but we cannot get rid of this King of Diamonds. Okay. Okay. We need the Jack of Clubs next. Move that 10 there. Got the Jack of Clubs. We have the Jack of Hearts now. We need the Queen of Clubs. Do we have the Queen of Clubs on the board? We do. We'll go with a classic maneuver here. No, I don't think we can do any maneuver here that would really help us out. But this maneuver really would help us out if we can do it. Can we obtain that Queen of Clubs there? Queen of Clubs can be obtained by moving this 9 of Spades. 9 of spades can be moved if we have a jack of spades or a 10 of spades on the board. Is that present here? No, the 10 of spades is. 10 of spades is present, but we cannot uncover it. Wait. Okay. What about a 4 of clubs? Can we uncover a 4 of clubs here? To do so, we will first go like this. And so notice, when you run out of cards in the stockpile, the fans will not get replenished, right? I believe we highlighted that and we talked about it before, but the fans will not get replenished. And so I actually haven't talked about the strategies you should be using because I'm not using them myself right now while I'm playing. I just want to show that when playing solitaire, you don't always need necessarily a strategy that somebody else tells you. Just by playing and practicing, you can identify what to do. And so notice how we ran out of cards there, but the fan was not replenished. And so we have to be strategic. If we can use the cards to unblock cards, we will do that. We need the 5 of diamonds somehow. 5 of diamonds is right there. 6, 7, jack. Notice that empty piles can be used, and you can place a card of any nature in those piles. What I like to do is I like to do my building in such piles because it's just way easier that way. Empty piles, once again, can be used to build, like so. It's quite useful in that you can rearrange in a beneficial way such that the kings are not blocking anything, right? Normally you have kings blocking everything and it gets quite annoying, but you can use these empty piles to sort of shift your way around so you don't have your kings blocking the way you play. So just notice me doing my rearrangements, making the piles beneficial for me and what I would like to see played. And I'm not even looking at the possibilities that can be done. You might be saying, hey, there's some cards you could place up top. But when you get to the stage, if you can build from king down, then everything just assembles by itself, right? And I'll show you what I mean by that. We have a jack of clubs here. Eight. Jack. King. 7, 6, 8, 7, 6, 8, 8. And so we've built everything how we can, and now we will simply assemble. Watch, assembles by itself, like I said. 10. I'm quite proud of myself in that I did not actually use any strategy here, and intelligence only has about a 10% win rate, even with the world's greatest players. So it's quite a hard game of solitaire, but we've won. And so I'm quite proud of ourselves. I think it's something to be quite proud of. But notice how I said, take this moment to just build your suits, and then you can just assemble as you go. Notice how I'm just assembling now. This is the first game of solitaire I've actually think I've won here when recording these videos. So that's quite the accomplishment here. So we've assembled. And so, I mean, the time there was me just sort of pre-fooling around with the game there. It says 2 hours. That was me sort of fooling around with the game, getting the grips of it, sort of understanding how to play. But I think that was a great run there. And so let's just talk about it one more time. What you'll need is 2 standard 52 card decks. Cards are displayed, and let's actually just show this here. Let's actually just show this here. And so what we have here is cards being displayed in 19 sets, known as fans, of 3. Only the top card of each group of 3 is in play, but you set up the cards such that you can see the entire collection. The aces are already displayed. They're removed prior to starting the game and placed at the top in each foundation pile. Now, one more thing is that piles can be built up by adding the next number, 1 higher or 1 lower, of the same suit. Cards must be of the same suit. So, just for showing once more, a 7 of clubs could go on to an 8 of clubs. Likewise, an 8 of clubs could go on to a 7 of clubs. Does not matter which one is higher or lower, they only have to be 1 apart and of the same suit. 7 of hearts can go on the 8 of hearts. Similarly, 8 of hearts can go on the 7 of hearts. Now, once a complete fan has been removed, so that's a pile of 3 has been removed, then a new fan is automatically placed in the gap created. This happens until all cards are used up. And so what you'll have to do is you'll have to automatically place a new fan by drawing 3 cards from your stockpile into the gap. Once no more moves are possible, fans can be shuffled. I'm also quite proud in that, if you notice, we won that last game without any shuffles. That was probably a perfect game of intelligence, and seeing that I am not a world tournament solitaire player, I think that's quite an accomplishment. So that just shows, right? You can get quite good at solitaire, even if you're not striving to be the world's best. We won that game without any shuffles. Even using all 3 shuffles, intelligence has a 10% win rate. So without using any, that's probably a 1% win rate, and we still won. And so going back on track here, a new fan is automatically placed in the gap created. This is done until all cards are then used up. Once no more moves are possible, you can shuffle the fans. You pick up all the cards in the fans, and then you just shuffle them and then place cards back down into piles of 3. Do note that intelligence is 1 when each of the 8 foundation piles are fully complete. When no more moves are possible and all shuffles have been taken, the game is lost. If you're playing in real life, it might be hard to identify if the game is lost. You will have used all of your shuffles, but you will be struggling to identify whether or not a move is possible. However, after a while, if you are unable to make a move, simply give up and start a new game, because that probably means that you have exhausted all of your available moves. Now, continuing, let's talk about some strategies. Do note that kings block progress. If you have kings on the top of cards, it's hard, because you cannot really move a king. It's quite hard to move, and so try to avoid having kings on the top of card sets. Preserve the reshuffles as long as possible. Notice how we won the last game without using shuffles. It is possible. You do not need to use shuffles. Intelligence is a challenging, but it's not the most difficult version of Solitaire. Target a better than 10% win rate, and you are doing better than most average players. A skilled player weighs up the options before making a move. With so many cards that you can see, strategic planning is very important. Note that I did not get the opportunity to showcase the shuffle, so I will do so now. Notice how all the cards in the foundations are the same? They're simply picked up and placed back down again. By shuffling, you pick up the cards, shuffle them, and place them back down into piles. That wraps up how to play Intelligence. It was a longer video, but you saw how a true game of Solitaire is won, and the true thought process that is used. Note that I didn't micro-explain every single move, because that's simply not, I guess, plausible. I wanted you guys to be able to see how I thought, my thought process, and honestly, just look at each individual card. Notice